competency.
Simon O'Connor.
I've heard so much about my electorate today. I am inspired to stand. I'm inspired that members of the Labor Party are filing into the finest electorate in the country, and I would like to think a pretty good MP since 2011 as well. So I am thrilled. I am thrilled that you've been to Tamaki College. Absolutely, I'm thrilled that you've been to Point England School. Manaiakalani, of course, involves 11 schools, outstanding schools, but of course they had to battle with a whole lot of people, including the ministry, to get to where they are today. But I think one of the key themes is that their success is not going to be blighted by partnership schools. They can continue to be the success that they are while another model continues. It's no threat, it's no problem. The success of Manaiakalani, the success of other models can continue. It's as if somehow this is about replacement. There is no replacement. This is about an added choice. In fact, if you think about the supposed logic of the other side, they would have been arguing against integrated in 1970 because, oh my God, we can't have integrated schools. It's different. But of course, they're not so keen on that anymore, the consistency there. And of course, we heard, and unfortunately, I acknowledge Tracy Martin. I'd say a fairly strong conspiratorial approach. It's hard really to rebut that other to say that JFK and Elvis Presley are in your caucus room at the moment. Mr. Chair, partnership schools is another attempt within our education system to engage the community and students. The community are taxpayers. So there's all this talk about the taxpayers' money. The taxpayers' money is going to go to the private sector. Well, actually, it's going to NGOs, but strangely enough, taxpayers pay the taxes. And if a group of families get together who are taxpayers, who want to set up a partnership school, want to do so, why should we stop them? They are taxpayers. They are accountable. That public money, because they are the taxpayers. That's what the Labor Party forgets. That's what the Labor Party forgets. They want to control the money. They want to control the curriculum. They want the state control. This is about New Zealanders having their say. And, Mr. Chair, we had people after people coming into our select committee who cried out they want this. And they were coming from your electorates, Megan Woods and others. They said, from Labor electorates and national electorates, they wanted this. From Pacifica communities, William Seo, from Pacifica communities, from Maori communities, right across the spectrum. We heard other research. Look up Stanford University in Credo, Mr. Chair. There's other research. We don't have to give in to this empty rhetoric from the other side. And I just want to finish, though, with one quick anecdote. On Monday night, I held a public meeting with the very fine Chester Boroughs, but I was approached by someone who was talking about Kiribati in their community. Sorry, Kiribati. I apologise. I'm more fluent in Fijian. But when Kiribati, and they were saying, you know what the problem was? Yes, I'm Bulavanaka, but I believe we've got a few weeks till Fijian language. Anyway, they wanted Kiribati taught. They wanted Kiribati taught in their schools. But unfortunately, the problem was that while they've got people who can speak Kiribati, there was no one who was a registered teacher. There was no one who was a registered teacher, and it was really difficult. Here is where partnership schools kick in. That's where partnership schools kick in. Here is a community. Here was a woman crying out for her children to be taught in a school their language from Kiribati. There was no registered teachers, but there are people who speak it. Partnership schools will allow people in that community, in my community, your community, to be able to teach within a partnership school. And I just want to finish with two very quick things. The percentage of teachers who are registered is negotiated on contract. And finally, I think it's a small point that needs to be pointed out. Actually, I'm going to leave it there. I think this actually speaks for itself. The community wants the... Slow down. The community wants this. The community's voice is out there. They have that voice. Think of that lady from Kiribati.
Dr. Rajin Prasad.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.